Today I would talk on a very interesting topic which often is a topic of discussion in cocktail parties or coffee table, which is called AR or VR, augmented reality or virtual reality. However, I will not want to make it a tech talk or around technology and the aspects of AR and VR. Many of you would know, or everything is available on internet. Let me focus on virtual reality, because augmented reality is actually one use case of virtual reality where there is much more interaction and interactivity with the user, and there is certain computer generated action which happens. But let's talk of virtual reality at an overall level. What is virtual reality? It's an ability to really immerse someone in, even if you are not in that particular place, using technology and having an interaction on that. So I don't want to get into the technology of virtual reality. Today I think there is enough technology, hardware, software, programming, content creation which is there, and actually with the smartphone itself one can do lot of VR applications. I want to talk a little bit of the use cases and why really I think the use cases is not happening as much as it could. So primarily I have been in a few industries which can really use VR in a very big way. So one of the industries which can use VR in a big way is anything which is related to real estate, whether it is your residential real estate or even B2B real estate, office, commercial. Real estate can use really virtual reality in a big way, because oftentimes the consumer is not able to see by itself what the future would be, whether it is inside, outside, in the residential apartment, what will be the view from the apartment, what would be the landscape, the land rise, the skyline, all of these. So this is one great application, and how really you can manage your own stuff within that apartment possibly. Exactly the same thing for a commercial property or even some infrastructure development, where the people who take a decision can actually see it and decide what is to be done. However, one of the reasons why possibly the usage is not happening of AR and VR in many of the places, I will also tell. So real estate, anything which is related to development of infrastructure, I think there is a huge use case for AR and VR, especially from on the customer side, when the future customer prospects can actually see what it is and differentiate one versus the other and really see whether the final product fits his or her needs and requirements. The second industry which I think has a huge application for AR and VR is anything which is related to travel, hospitality, hotel, these industries, even to some extent a vacation ownership industry. If you are selling clubs, any other service which you are selling, maybe a ocean liner service, cruise service, any of these holidays, overall experiences which one selling, there is a huge advantage of AR VR. One, consumer doesn't know what is there, so this is a clear way of the customer knowing. Two, consumer can spark off questions which can be asked to the sales team. Three, sales team can actually differentiate its product versus competition. So I think there's a lot of usage in these two particular industries which I wanted to talk of, and many other industries. Let me also tell you why, as a manager, I think some of the technologies are not getting used, and I have actual examples where I have tried some of these technologies with our own team but didn't move. One is, sometimes if the technology is a little ahead of the time, then the sales team members or the team members in the organization are not able to understand, appreciate and use it. So that's very important. So there has to be a sense of appropriate timing of using of the technology. Second thing is, a large part of the team which is called the offline team oftentimes is a little tech phobic, if I may use the word, where they are not always comfortable with using the latest technology. And the reason for that is, moment they use technology, they think that there is a sense of power which is going away from them, because today the frontline sales team's power comes from the ability to convince the customer and really get the revenue, bring home the bacon. That's where really the organizational power comes from. So sometimes these team members feel that there is a sense of loss of power. So it is very important for the CSO or the CMO or the head of sales and marketing to really get the team members along, get them to appreciate technology and see how they can use technology rather than technology using them. And they need to be kind of comforted and trained that technology doesn't give away their power. In fact, their power increases, their accountability increases. So I think this is one of the reasons why not just this technology, but lot of technologies do not get used in many of the modern day organization, because there is a certain people aspect to technology which is often not understood, and different people operate in different way. So I think this is one learning out of this, is that any new technology which we want to introduce, it's very important to get the team members and the employees and the frontliners understand, appreciate the technology, how it will help them. That's very important. So this is what I wanted to say on AR VR and how technology can be used in field sales. And if you have any questions, queries, please do let me know. Thank you.